Hey PA Box Breakers, this is TJ with a brand new video, and I'm excited to share with you all my SGC card reveal. If you've ever used SGC, if you've ever seen any videos, you'll recognize the sleek labeling here of tuxedo time. And if there's a couple of cards I've subbed in the past. My Michael Pittman Jr. and Jonathan Taylor, huge fans of the Colts, obviously, for me. I personally like the looks of SGC. I also like the looks of SGA and PSA too. I honestly like them all. I've been using SGC this past year just because of I haven't had the experience that others have had with hangups and shipping and long wait times with SGC. They've had a pretty good, I'd say they have had pretty good control of their shipping. So I've been using them for this past year, and I use a subgroup too. So out of full disclosure, I have seen the grades on these, and I'm got some pretty awesome bangers in here. I'll be honest with you, I got some pretty sweet cards, but I got a few cards that I wish I could have done a little better on, but you honestly can't win them all. I think, we've all experienced card submissions in the past where you get a couple back and you're like, what did I do wrong? Why did I send that? And it's no different here. I got a couple that I really wish I would have, if I would have known I got the grade that I got today, I probably wouldn't have submitted it. But a few of them were also my PC, and I thought, if I can at least get it graded, it's a good looking card to store for future, either my kids or whatnot. I also have a few cards I'm going to sell too. What I try to do is I try to submit a ton of my PC cards, but then I also submit a bunch of cards that I feel the market wants right now that I can sell. And really what that does is kind of helps make up some of the money that I've used for the submission. I use a submission group called Boca Raton SGC cards, and it's what I like about them is they are located right down the road from SGC. So there is absolutely zero wait time. When they get the cards, they drop them off in person and they pick them up when they're completed. And I waited just at 4 weeks. I sent these cards on December 17th, and the cards were received in Boca Raton around, I think it was December 20th. And I got notified Monday that my cards were completed. So it took just under 4 weeks to get these things done. And then 2 days sent back in the USPS. So really check them out if you are interested in submitting. It's super quick, and they really don't disappoint. You really cannot go wrong with them. So let's get into this. Let's check these out, and let's look at some of these cards. We'll start with the small box first. I think you'll be pretty happy with some of these. I know the group I use, people have been super pleased with the product and the quality that they get, and I'll be honest with you, I have too. I've been super happy. This card submission, I think, was 36 cards total, around 36 cards, and what I did is I submitted about everything. I submitted some football, some basketball, did some vintage cards too. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, something to note with this subgroup, they'll send you back some card savers back that you sent in. So you're not really out all the supplies that you normally would see. But hey, you'll take whatever you can get. So there are my cards there. There's some card savers there. Should be a few more around here somewhere, but I'll find those later. All right, so let's just get into this, man. Again, you'll see some cards that I kind of wish I would have done a little better on, but some of them I was pretty close. So first card here, you'll notice a theme. I am a huge Patrick Mahomes fan as well as the Colts. So these cards are, I don't know. I think everybody knows what Select is. Got this field level. I think this is going to be light blue, if I'm not mistaken, a light blue Select field level. And I did get a 10 on that. Love the looks of these cards. They're just absolutely beautiful, and yeah, can't go wrong with the 10 there. I knew that was going to be, you know, it's tricky when you get a die cut. Some of the die cuts you'll see a lot of times 9s, 9.5s. It's really tricky, and I have another die cut in here on this that I didn't do as well. Wish I would have, but you know, I thought they looked good when I submitted them. But yeah, I think I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. This next card I'm also pretty pumped about. This is going to be one of my PC items, Michael Pittman Jr. This is going to be a zebra die cut that I purchased. Did not personally rip this card, but I did buy it online. Got a 9.5 there. I think that's, I'm pumped to have a 9.5. Obviously, we'd all been a little happier if I would have got a 10, but you know, 9.5. And what I like again about this is, you know, the zebra, the looks of this in the tuxedo, just, it's stunning. It's stunning to me. It's beautiful. It looks good. You really cannot go wrong, man. I just think it looks great. This one too is going to be a zebra, and you know, I knew this was off center. If you see the back, you can see it is definitely off center on the back there, but I didn't think that's going to impact the grade, and it may have impacted a little bit, but definitely, I think SGC, they do grade very hard compared to other groups or other companies, but I think they do focus mainly on the front of the card than they do the back. But I thought it was worth a gamble. Again, this is a PC card for me. And yeah, as you can see, I did do pretty well. Again, I think the zebra print does look pretty stunning in the SGC tux. You know, I would have been super stoked to get a 10 on that, but again, I knew it's off center. And if you look there, even in this picture, it's also kind of off center there, but that's probably what hurt me, because the corners, everything looked really good, but die cuts alone are just so hard to really know what you're going to get. Another PC card here. This is Jonathan Taylor again. You'll see a theme of that probably going on as well as my Patrick Mahomes, but yeah, this one I did not do as well. I did get a 9 on this one, and you know, when I compared this one to Patrick here, little Patty Mahomes, I thought they were close. I mean, the corners again look super sharp on them. I really thought the overall card quality itself looked good. I mean, maybe there is something on the surface. I didn't see it at the time, but nevertheless, this is a PC card, and I mean, it's gonna look super, super awesome up on my shelf. Maybe I'll put it next to Patty Mahomes. I don't know, but I definitely stoked to have it. So we got some cards here. This is probably some of the cards I'm actually going to sell. Obviously, Mac Jones has had an outstanding year this year, and you know, you really can't. The kid's done an awesome job. Out of the whole class, I'd say he's probably done the best. You can't go wrong with with New England Patriots. Belichick knows how to coach these guys, and this kid is a rock star. So I did grade several of these. Mac Jones cards I'll probably sell online. Again, this will make up some of my submission costs that I had. Also, talking about submission costs, another reason why I use Boca Raton other than just going to SGC directly, it's actually cheaper. So not only does Boca Raton SGC cards, grading cards, live there, they're super timely and it's cheaper. So I think if you submit 1 to 49 cards, it's actually 26 bucks a card. If you submit more than that, 50 cards and more, it's $25. And I mean, you really can't go wrong. I mean, they're going to give you great service, super quick. You get a discount. So, I mean, why not? Why not do that? So, yeah, I just think you can't go wrong there. I mean, I thought about going to them directly, but I thought, you know, why when I have these, might as well just keep this with me and save a few bucks and get super fast service. So here's another one. Hey, I will take that. I also, out of full disclosure, I got so many of these cards, I can't remember exactly what grades I got, but yeah, I'll take a 10 Mac Jones any day. Obviously, they didn't make the playoffs. When I submitted these, I was really thinking that they would go to the playoffs, and I was probably going to bank a little bit more money when I sold. But hey, I still think he's a rock star, and we'll take it. We'll take that 10. Now, the regular Donruss rated rookies, I've heard there's a couple issues with them, and they've been hard to get 10s. So, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, this one did get a 10, and I got another one here I'm going to grab, a 9.5, and, you know, it's so hard to tell. I mean, they look good. This one here, I honestly wasn't sure. There's a little bitty spot right here on the card that I honestly wasn't sure if that was gonna, I didn't know if that was gonna impact anything or not. So and apparently it didn't. You know, I got a 9 or a 10 on this one, a 9.5 on the other. You know, it's one of those things where sometimes you just never know. But I'm not gonna complain. I got a 10, and really looks like I got maybe a little bit of a scratch there, but you know, overall, I'm happy with that. I'm super happy with that submission, and you know, I'll take this 9.5 too. I'm not going to complain. Got another one here. I think this was a 9. Yeah, I got a 9 on that one. And again, you know, when I compared all the different cards, they all looked identical. And I mean, the centering was solid, and you know, the corners look good. But you know, I'll look at these a little closer later. But you know, I think at the end of the day, I can't go wrong with the 10, 9.5, and 9. So I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I do like to collect a few players, and Joe Adele is one of those rookies that I think is coming up pretty hot. And so I did sub this out, and you can see there it's numbered at a 790. This is the complete set, and I'm pretty stoked that I got a 10 on this as well. I mean, it's out of the Topps complete set, so I mean, I figured it'd be a pretty solid card. It looked nice, and you know, I'm again kind of hoping that he's gonna do awesome. I think he will. He looked very solid this year, and we'll see what happens coming up. I may keep this one. I may sell it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but super stoked that this got a 10 on that. Looks good. Looks really good in that tux too. I love it. This next card is a huge banger, guys. This is, as you can see there, it's 18 out of 25. Jonathan Taylor, the rookies. This is the Black Pandora, and I did okay. I did okay on this card. You know, got a 10 on this Black Pandora Prism, 18 out of 25. Optic, the rookies, and the way that he played this year, this is beautiful. And again, that black Pandora in that tux just looks, just sweet. Oh, it looks so good. I'm actually gonna put that back there, up there next to Jonathan Taylor there. All right, so that was the smallest box here that it came in. I'm gonna open up the next one and see what we got. Got a little Tani, and I will say that I knew this one was gonna be off center a little bit, but I really thought it was worth grading. You know, having a little bit of a, I don't know if it's standard. It looks like the little mojo going on there with the tops. No, I'm sorry, the Bowman chrome. So, but I knew it was, I knew it was a lot fatter on this side than it was the other, but I knew the corners looked good. Everything else looked really solid. So I thought, I thought I would at least send it in. Clearly, Ohtani is an animal. The dude has had an outstanding year. I'm hoping. My biggest worry with him is they're just going to wear him out. I mean, they just don't make guys like this. I mean, being I can't say enough about him. I just hope they be careful. The dude can hit, but he can pitch too, and we'll see what happens. I think he's going to get wore out if he keeps playing the way he did last year. But I was really hoping he'd do awesome in the home run derby, and he almost pulled it off, but he just, I think he lost steam. Probably a little bit of nerves played a factor. So Trey Lance, I have high hopes for this guy. I think he's going to do really well in the league. We don't know. Garoppolo's doing phenomenal. Why? I don't know. People really have high hopes for Trey, but I also think that they need to give Garoppolo a chance. The dude has played phenomenal ball too. So they should really just sit down, let him watch, let him learn a little bit. But anyways, I pulled this card out of the pack myself, and I was pretty pumped when I pulled it out, because this is really my first out of this world card that I pulled. And it's just a lot of hype around him, and I was pretty pumped. But yeah, and I'm also more excited. I got 9.5. I wasn't real sure. I mean, the centering looked good, but I also was trying to make sure where the centering is going to be, confirmed at. But yeah, I can't. I'm happy about that. Well, Trevor Lawrence, some more cards I'll probably be selling online as well. I'll probably be selling this Trey as well, just because I think that there's some hype around him right now. I may hold off till next season. I'm not real sure, but pulled this one as well, 9.5. Pretty excited about that. I was hoping it'd be a 10, but I really wasn't sure. There was some whitening on the sides, so I really wasn't sure if that would be a huge impact. It definitely looked center when I was reviewing them and looking them over, but I knew it'd be a pretty clean card, and 9.5, so I'll take that. Another card I pulled, another out of this world. It was I had a pretty good run of out of this world. I had Trey, and then pulled a Trevor. This one looked pretty good as well, and I wasn't too sure. There's a couple little spots here at the bottom of the card. It's hard to say in the video, but it looked like some whitening, but I wasn't sure if that would play an impact or not, and it didn't. At a 10, it definitely looks good in that tux, and yeah, super pumped about that. Super pumped. Another Mac Jones here, Elite Rookies. We've got a 9 Elite Series Rookies here with Don Russ. I thought the card looked good. I mean, now that I look at it, it does look a little fat on this side than the other side. Definitely I see that now, but to get a 9, it must have had some other flaws that I just didn't see in the card. I mean, looking in the light here, I don't see anything, but hey, it's still not bad. It's still a good looking card. This guy right here is a beast. You really can't go wrong with this guy here. We got Leonard. It's a 14 of 25. Darius Leonard on card. No, it's not on card. I'm sorry. It's just it's a sticker. National Treasures. I really wish they wouldn't do the sticker auto, especially National Treasure. You know, I don't know why they just can't do on card, but regardless, this is a beautiful card. He's a beast of a player, and that obviously will be going in my PC collection, a little 9.5, and I'm pretty happy with that one. And this is actually the first time I've ever subbed a card that's actually a little thicker. So if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the cases itself are not really any thicker, but the backs of them are. If you see the backs of there, they have a little raised area, so that's kind of cool how they do that. I've never had any thicker subs before. That's nice. Little Trey Young action, a little 9.5, and some of these cards may look a little familiar to one of our guys in the group, Robert. He sold a few of these cards to me. We think we did a couple trades in here, so I can't remember if this was a trade or if this was I bought this one outright, but I hesitated submitting this one, not because the card looked great. There's a couple areas in this area, and it may be hard to see in the video, but yeah, it's gonna be hard to see in the video, but I just wasn't sure if it would knock it down or not. I thought it looked good. It's just wasn't sure, but I'm super pumped that I did. I mean, 9.5, I'm happy with it. Again, looks absolutely stunning in that case. I think it looks really good, and I think I obviously fell in love with Trey during the playoffs last year, and I thought he's definitely a solid player, and I definitely have high hopes for him. I think he'll do really well. Another Otani here. This is a rookie. Yeah, Bowman Chrome. No, I'm sorry, Bowman Platinum. Got a 10. This one I really wasn't sure if I could get a 10 or not, only because the centering looked good, but just wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. But I'm super happy with the grade. I'll take it all day, every day. Again, looks good in that case. Juan Soto, another beast of a player. He's had an outstanding couple of years, and I am stoked that I got a 10 on this. I really wasn't sure if I could get a 10. I looked this card over and over and over, and you know, the surface itself looked flawless. The corners looked flawless. I think there was a couple print lines in the back of this card, but I didn't know if that was going to really play a huge impact on it. But oh my God, that looks beautiful. And you know, especially, you know, just being that chrome, Topps chrome there, and then in the black tuxedo, it just looks awesome. Just love it. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm stoked about that. This next one I'm gonna wait, because that's my banger of a card that I want to show you guys. Another Patty Mahomes here. Regular Donruss rated rookie. A couple of areas I was concerned about. I really thought I would get about a 9.5 on this, because I had a little bit of whitening here on the back. The centering was a little bit off in the back, and also the front, just a tad, and I did get a 9. It's like one of those things where I was thinking I'd get a 9, but hoping for a 9.5. And yeah, so yeah, I ended up getting a 9, and again, I'm still okay with it. I'm still okay with it. I'll take it. He's had an outstanding year. I was really concerned towards the middle of the year. Just had an off year, but we'll see how he plays tomorrow night. All right, I got a little Mookie here. Got a 9. I pretty much figured I'd get a 9 on this one. Again, one of those things where the centering was pretty close. It just off a fraction. Corners look good, but I don't know, for some reason I did think I was gonna get a 9. Again, one of those things where I thought I'd get a 9, but hoping for a 9.5, because I'm just trying to figure out where the centering was gonna be on it. But yeah, I'm happy with the 9. I'll take it. This next one though, I was pretty bummed. So got a couple of Giannis rookies of myself. I think I got a 9.5 last time I submitted the Giannis, and you know, I had questions about it. I really thought I was gonna get a 9 on it, and I got a 9.5, and I was super pumped. This one I thought was about the same. I'm looking at the corners here, and this corner does look a little bit rough. I don't know if you can see it there in this picture. Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit, I can see it there now when I did it. But yeah, I got an 8.5 on this one. So definitely thinking back on this, if I would have known I got an 8.5, I clearly wouldn't have submitted it. I think it's probably worth better. It's probably worth more raw than it is subbed at this point, but that's okay. You know, again, I've been pretty lucky and fortunate, and you know, sometimes it's nice to have those sub grades again, but I really thought the card looked, for the most part, on the outside of the card looked super clean. Again, I knew this corner, a couple of the corners looked a little bit rounded, but not horrible. But yeah, we'll put it over here. I guess for the most part, I've only had one 8.5, so what can I say? I've been pretty fortunate. This next one, I forgot I submitted this one though, but this is a little Manny Pacquiao. I've been a Pacquiao fan for quite some time. I think he's a stud of a player. This is actually considered his rookie card, so that's why I submitted this card. And actually, I paid a pretty good premium for it, but did get a 9.5. But this is considered Pacquiao's rookie card from 2011. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks beautiful. I was really hoping it'd be a 10. I figured it'd get a 9.5. I did not think it'd get any worse than that, but I was really praying that we'd get a 10 on it. Looks like maybe a little spot there on the card, but you know, sometimes when you're submitting these, you do miss a few things, but I'll still take the 9.5. I mean, honestly, it's a beautiful card. This next card again was one of those cards that I've never submitted this type of card before. This is the Carmelo Anthony LeBron James rookie card, Topps 2014 or 2004. Gosh, I'm sorry, I can't speak here. And I thought the card overall looked really good, but I did not score well on that 8.5 on that card. You know, a couple of the corners looked a little bit, but I really thought the card looked good. So again, not sure why I got the 8.5 on that. Yeah, not much you can do about it in the end. You know, it is what it is. This card again probably be worth more raw than it would be graded at this point at an 8.5, but it's still a pretty sweet looking card. I got a couple LeBron James rookie cards, but I do think these are pretty cool having the 3 players. This isn't I think there's another one that has, is it Chris Bosh? I can't remember who it is, the other player it's on there that it's more sought after card than this one, but still thought it was pretty cool. I'll take it. Another PC card here, little Peyton Manning. This card's a little unique. Not seen very many of these cards. It's a leather card, and it did score a 9. it's fairly rare, and you can see there's a little bit, little discoloration down there, but it definitely is it's a good looking card. I really like how it ended up looking in this tuxedo. Again, it's a rookie card. It's a rookie. It's 98 Contenders Playoff. It's a leather card, so it's a little bit different. So I thought I'd submit it. It's pretty rare. You don't see very many of them. There is another one that has red. I think it's red writing right here. That's a little bit more. It's more rare than the silver, but oh well, I'll take it. Another little PC item. Bought a few of these. I think I got a couple more in here. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, right there. So I submitted. I had 3 Peyton Manning rookie cards that I submitted, and one of them I knew wasn't going to do very good, but I went ahead and submitted them all. I mean, the centering, they're all about the same, but you know, this one is this is the one I got a 9 on. This one I was super happy that I got a 9. I mean, clearly you get a 9, 1998 Topps Peyton Manning rookie card. That's pretty awesome. The other 2 did not do as well. This is the one at 7. And this is the thing is, you look at the cards, and at the time, I mean, these cards look, I mean, there is a bit of a, if you can see on this card here, the corner is maybe a little bit off, but the card itself is, I don't know, the card looks good. So again, not sure why I got the 7. I mean, the 7 and the 9, I'll have to look at them a little closer. I really thought that the 9 looks just as good as the 7. So, you know, you'll get that, I guess, occasionally. This next one's the 8.5. So, again, that was the corner, a couple dings in the corner, but you know, it is what it is. I did not pull these from the pack. They actually, I bought these I think on eBay, group set of 3. So definitely would have, these 2 would have been worth more money if I did not submit them. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, again, I think for the most part, I'm happy I got the 9 at least. Next card is I think this is an iconic card. You know, you got I think it's a, you know, yeah, it's a 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan baseball card. This one to me is sentimental value. I actually pulled this card. I've had this card since I was a kid. I knew it wasn't in pristine condition. I knew the couple corners were dinged on them. The centering itself looked pretty good, but I knew, again, I didn't take care of cards when I was a kid. I didn't care. I tried, but you know, things happen. So the fact I got an 8, I actually am pretty happy with that. I think that's a winner in my book, because I didn't know how it was going to come out, especially if I didn't take care of the cards. And see if you can see the corners here. This is, you know, how we took care of cards back then. But yeah, oh well, you know, it's one of those things. So I'll take it. These next 3 are some of my vintage, and again, these next 3 cards are not worth a whole lot, but I think I traded these from Robert and the PA Box Breakers group, and I just wanted them because I didn't have any Hank Aaron's, so I really wanted some, and I thought, hey, I want to go ahead and submit those and get them graded. Again, these aren't worth a whole lot. I think graded they're worth $50 each, so I don't know, but this one, I just thought it was cool having a Hank Aaron card. I knew it wasn't going to score, super high on the grades, and that was fine with me. Just 1968 Topps All-Star Hank Aaron, 5.5. Yeah, I mean, shoot. And out of the three, this is going to be the highest of the three. But I was pretty excited to get that. I mean, this next one is the RBI leaders. Got a little Hank Aaron, Bob Clemente. Got a 3 on that, 1968 Topps. Again, National League RBI leaders. Again, not a valuable card, but it is a pretty cool card at that. I mean, it's just vintage, man. Having these ball players, they're beast. So, and these will probably go on my PC as well, just because having a little vintage. Batting leaders, National League batting leaders, 1968 Topps. Again, got a little Hank Aaron and Bob Clemente and Willie Mays. That one, to me, this was probably my favorite one out of the three. Just having the 3 legends on there, and this is a pretty cool card. Again, I knew the cards weren't going to grade super high. I mean, the corners are super rounded. Really surprised this one actually got a 3.5 versus this other one got a 3. But again, the card, the surface wise, it looked okay. But I mean, again, these cards are old, 1968. The back definitely looks fairly clean for being this old. But yeah, this one's happy to have it. And again, it looks super sweet, and the black tux. And for those who are new to SGC, yeah, it's pretty common to see. This is where they were known for. This is what SGC is known for, is the vintage collection. They do very well in vintage. That's probably where they really outscore a lot of other grading companies. They're making their way up to modern, but I do think that they have their niche in the vintage cards collection. This last card, saved it for last because it is a true banger. I'm super excited to have this in my collection. Patty Mahomes Prism. Got a little rated rookie optic prism, a little hollow. You can see on the back here, it is a little bit off center in the back, and that's what made me pause to send this in. I thought, man, I just wasn't sure if this was going to get a 10 or not. I really figured it'd get I figured at least get a 9, but I was praying for a 9.5, and got a 10. I am super stoked about this. This is an absolute beauty. Definitely probably the most expensive card I have in my collection, but it definitely is something I just wanted to have. Wanted something to, I mean, just, you can't go wrong with a Patty Mahomes hollow. Looks good. And I really hesitated. I mean, when I had this card, when I bought this card off of a buddy of mine, I hesitated. I really wanted to send it to PSA because, I'll be honest with you, a PSA 10 in this card would sell for about $3,500. Because this is a SGC 10, it'll probably go for $2,200 to $2,500. I could crack it and send it to PSA, but I just wasn't really sure what I'd get. And for $26, sending this into SGC, they do not charge you any more on the card's value. So this would have been, to submit this to PSA would have cost me, I think, about $300 to submit it, because they upcharge you, and then the express would have been $150. So I could be wrong. You definitely can comment in the comments below if you think that is incorrect. But this would have cost a fortune to grade, and I just wasn't sure if I was willing to pay that fortune if it got a 9 or lower. Again, it looked super nice to me. It looked clean. The front centering is dead on, but the back is what kind of concerned me, how it would score. So I took the gamble and said, you know what, If it gets an 8 or a 9 or something lower, an SGC, it's 26 bucks, and I can, you know, just roll the dice. But 10. So thank you all. Appreciate your guys' joining me today, and hopefully you guys like the content. Peace.